Leute, da bin ich wieder und ich grüße euch und der Release von Return to Monkey Island ist nah. Und das Gute ist, Leute, das Gaming Bolt hat 12 Dinge, hat so ein Video aufgenommen mit 12 Dinge, die du wissen sollst, bevor du es kaufst. Und bevor ich so ein Video mache, würde ich sagen, reacten wir einfach auf das Video und gucken, ob wir 12 Dinge davon wissen oder nicht wissen und ob die wirklich wichtig sind, bevor wir es kaufen. Und bin gespannt. Das ganze Video geht nur 7 Minuten. Easy peasy, können wir locker darauf reagieren, gucken wir zusammen rein und vielleicht kaufen wir es danach nicht mehr. Das wäre wild. Das wäre so wild. Leute, ich gehe mal ich wechsle mal den Modus und dann gehen wir rein ins Video. Let's go. Hey Leute, ich bin hier unten. Ich grüße euch. Könnt meinen Finger gar nicht sehen. Könnt ihr das hier sehen? Warte mal. So. Hey Leute, ich bin hier unten. Und wir gucken jetzt mal in das Video von Gaming Bolt rein. Return to Monkey Island. 12 Dinge, die du brauchst, bevor du das Spiel kaufst. Also. Laut Gaming Bolt.
As recently as a few months ago, almost no one in the world would have expected that we'd be getting a new Monkey Island game anytime.
Braucht ihr einen Untertitel vielleicht? Ich mach mal an. Vielleicht hilft euch das. Aber wir kriegen nur englischen Untertitel, ne? A New Monkey Island Game Anytime. Ich lasse trotzdem mal mit Untertitel laufen.
Soon, let alone in 2022. Return to Monkey Island's announcement earlier this year came out of nowhere, but it was the very definition of a pleasant surprise.
Oh ja, es kam wirklich, die Announcement kam wirklich aus dem Nichts. Also ich hätte niemals damit gerechnet, dass wir es kriegen. War richtig nice Überraschung.
The classic point-and-click adventure series holds a special place in the hearts of many, so to see it coming back in what looks like a very promising fashion is, of course, exciting to see. Ahead of the highly anticipated sequel's launch not long from now, here we'll be going over some key details that you should know about Return to Monkey Island.
Let's go, key details.
Development team. A new mainline Monkey Island game coming after so long would have been exciting in and of itself, but what makes Return to Monkey Island a particularly exciting prospect is the fact that a lot of the series' original developers are working on it. Series creator Rob Gilbert, who directed the first 2 games, is leading the project.
Okay, Robbie the Bobby, Ronnie the Money. Gilbert führt das ganze Projekt, aber das wissen wir ja.
Well, Dave Grossman is the co-designer.
Und Dave Grossman, der Co-Designer,
soundtrack,
ne?
Meanwhile, is being composed by Michael Land, Peter McConnell and Clint Bajakian.
Und Michael Land und Peter McConnell kennen wir ja auch schon aus den anderen Monkey Island Teilen. Clint Bajakian,
who all worked on the previous Monkey Island
hat auch daran gearbeitet, laut den Dings. Super geil. Aber das merkt man einfach.
games. New art style.
Jetzt wird's interessant für viele, die neue Grafik.
One of Return to Monkey Island's most talked about aspects since its announcement has been its art style. One look at the game is enough to tell you that clearly it's going for a very different visual style than what you might have been used to from the series. Rex Crowell of Tearaway fame serves as the game's artist and has gone for a very different aesthetic. Interestingly, Ron Gilbert has said that a pixel art style was initially discussed, but the development team ultimately decided to go with something that players wouldn't be expecting.
Ja, das hat wirklich niemand erwartet.
He wrote in a post on his blog, "We didn't want to make a retro game. I wanted to keep moving Monkey Island forward because it's interesting, fun, and exciting. It's what the Monkey Island games have always done. I wanted the art in Return to Monkey Island to be provocative, shocking, and not what everyone
Oh ja, das ist wirklich provokativ und shocking. Ja.
expecting.
Ja.
Set after
Hat er alles erreicht,
Monkey Island 2.
Set after Monkey Island 2. Okay, alles klar.
Let's get to the really interesting stuff, because Return to Monkey Island is trying some very unique things with its story. It is the 6th Monkey Island game, but it's set directly after the events of Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge.
Oh, da sieht LeChuck so gut aus. Krass, Mann, ey.
With the purpose being to finally properly resolve that cliffhanger and other plot threads from the game that still remain unresolved. That said, it doesn't ignore the events of all the games that came after Monkey Island 2, none of which the aforementioned Ron Gilbert was involved in. How it does that should be interesting to see, but Gilbert has provided some curious hints. Speaking with CNET, he said, "The ending of Monkey Island 2 had a huge cliffhanger. I never resolved it. Future games did their best, but we wanted to tackle it head on. While Return to Monkey Island does start right after Monkey 2 ends, it's not a sequel to Monkey 2 either. It's going to be a fun journey. It'll be an e-ticket ride."
Also wird kein Sequel sein. Das ist schon mal interessant, ey. So Leute, er hat mir gerade gesagt, dass mein Speicherplatz aus war, musste ich gerade was löschen und ich glaube, wir fangen hier bei Punkt 4 einfach nochmal an, oder?
Series canon.
Der Series Canon.
Something
Let's
that
go.
Gilbert has stressed on a number of occasions is the fact that Return to Monkey Island isn't going to mess with the series canon, which, given the kind of series this is, shouldn't come as a surprise. As mentioned earlier, even though Gilbert wasn't involved in the games that came after Monkey Island 2,
Ja.
they are still going to remain a part of the series canon, and in spite of serving as a sequel to Monkey Island 2, Return to Monkey Island is going to remain consistent with the events of the games that come after it in the series chronology.
Okay.
Series Conclusion.
Ja, alles klar. Alles klar. Es klingt ja logisch, weil Ron war ja auch nicht in den anderen Spielen beteiligt. Und dann ist es klar, dass es nicht den ganzen Canon beinhaltet. Klar.
Monkey Island is coming back after a long hiatus, but it looks like it isn't coming back for long. For some time now, Rob Gilbert has spoken about wanting to come back and do the sequel to Monkey Island 2 that he always wanted to do, and properly bring the series story to a close.
Oh, no, please. Es wäre so schade. Ich hoffe, wenn das Game ein Erfolg wird, dass dann noch ein neues Monkey Island kommt. Ein Prequel oder ein Sequel oder was auch immer. Das wäre so schön, ne?
Return to Monkey Island, that's exactly what he and his fellow developers are doing. The game's official website, in fact, very explicitly states that this is going to be the final installment in the Monkey Island series. Characters. Given its narrative setup, it obviously follows that Return to Monkey Island will be bringing back a lot of the series' most beloved and memorable characters. Series protagonist Guybrush Threepwood is returning, of course, as is zombie antagonist LeChuck. Guybrush obviously won't be alone either, and his usual cohort Elaine Marley will be along for the journey once again. Hell, even the demonic talking skull is returning. Better yet, all of these roles will be reprised by their original actors.
Location. Das ist cool. Das ist wirklich cool. Ne? Warte, nicht alle sind bei den Original Actors, nur die Sprachen, ne? Die Sprachausgabe nicht. Die Sprachausgabe bei LeChuck war neu. Die Sprachausgabe bei LeChuck war neu, weil der alte Sprecher von LeChuck ist in Rente sozusagen.
Guybrush is about to find the secret of Monkey Island at long last, and his journey to return to Monkey Island is going to take him to a number of unique locations, both unique and familiar. Where the latter is concerned, we will, of course, be returning to locations like Melee Island and Monkey Island itself. As you might expect, the game will also feature a number of new islands, with two names that have been mentioned being Bermuda and Terror Island.
Bermuda and Terror Island, yeah, man.
Like its predecessors, Return to Monkey Island is a classic point-and-click adventure title, which should tell you what to expect from its gameplay. The story and writing are the heart and soul of the experience here, but where actually playing the game is concerned, you could expect to spend the majority of your time picking up items and managing your inventory, solving puzzles, and talking to characters and picking dialogue choices.
Ja, das ist doch, was wir so wollen. Point-and-click-Adventure.
More gameplay details. Return to Monkey Island is very much a traditional point-and-click game, but it does make several tweaks and improvements to polish the gameplay of its predecessors. That includes a new UI, some quality of life.
Oh, das UI, das ist nicht hübsch, ne? Das Inventory war gut, aber das UI mit den Strichen.
Improvements such as the inventory now using a drag-and-drop system,
Okay.
dialogue trees, context-sensitive actions, and more. The developers also say that the game's user interface has been designed so that it works well with both controllers and keyboard and mouse setup.
Okay.
Hint system.
Oh, darüber haben wir noch gar nicht gesprochen, das Hint-System, ne?
Interesting concession that Return to Monkey Island is making for current audiences that its predecessors simply refused to make is featuring a hint system. Those who've played the original Monkey Island titles, or really any adventure game of that era, will be more than familiar with the feeling of getting spectacularly stuck on a puzzle and having no idea how to proceed.
Oh, yes.
Speaking with Ars Technica, however, Ron Gilbert said that with the internet and an abundance of guides and walkthroughs, that doesn't have the same effect anymore. As such, rather than having those unnecessary challenges, Return to Monkey Island will let you get hints on how to proceed. Though, interestingly, Gilbert has said that they will make sense in the fantasy of the game's world. Casual mode.
Also, die Tipps haben wohl Sinn, die wir kriegen. Ich bin gespannt, wie die dann eingebaut werden.
Return to Monkey Island is also going to feature an easy mode, or a casual mode as it's called in the game. For players who are not looking for much of a challenge,
Easy Mode, das skippen wir direkt. Wir gehen direkt das volle Programm.
And would rather just focus on the story rather than having to play through challenging puzzles, casual mode will simplify the puzzle-solving aspect. More than anything else, the developers say casual mode is meant for those who aren't too familiar with the genre. PC requirements. Return to Monkey Island is launching for Nintendo Switch and PC, but if you plan on playing it on the latter, you'll be glad to know that you should be able to run it easily, which isn't
easy. Easy, Leute.
Surprising for a point-and-click adventure title. Recommended requirements for the game haven't been released.
Witzig, dass sie das hier auch nochmal erwähnen, ne?
But the minimum requirements are predictably modest. To run the game, you'll need either an AMD FX 4300 or an Intel Core i3 3240,
Easy.
along with either a Radeon HD 7750
Habe ich auch noch mal in dem Video betont, was ich am Wochenende hochgeladen habe.
or a GeForce GT 640, as well as 8GB of RAM and 4GB of storage.
That's all for now. If you
Leute. Ja, das war nochmal alles ganz gut zusammengefasst von den Leuten von Gaming Bolt, würde ich sagen. Und meine Entscheidung steht. Wir gehen da rein. Wir gehen da rein, Leute. In dem Sinne, lasst euch gut gehen. In Liebe, euer Icy. Macht's gut. Ciao.